What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today on Legendary MCU, we're going to be playing a game of Legendary, a Marvel deck building game based on the 2018 film Black Panther. Now, this was only made possible with the recent release of Legendary Black Panther, and as such, I figured it was a good time to do a Legendary MCU episode based on that movie. And because this new expansion was the only reason this was even possible, I decided to get an extra copy to give away. Now, if you want to win this copy, all you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, and in the comment section below, leave a timestamp and little description of your favorite part of the video, along with your Twitter handle. That's going to be important for me contacting you. And when this video hits 50 views, I'm going to pick my favorite comment and reach out to you on Twitter. For the setup, very simple. Our mastermind for today is going to be Killmonger. It was an absolute perfect fit thanks to this new expansion. The villain group is going to be a custom one. I didn't have to, but I really chose to do this, where I took Killmonger's League and I took out a copy of Venom and Baron Macabre and put in from Lethal Legion M'Baku and the White Gorilla Cult. Now, M'Baku wasn't really a villain per se in the movie, but when am I going to use this any other time other than in this group? So I wanted to use him, and he did challenge for the throne in the movie. He didn't win, and we'll see in the next movie whether or not he plays any major role in the future. Then for the scheme, we have Seize the Wakandan Throne. 6 twists. Twist. If the mastermind has the throne's favor, they spend it to stack this twist next to the scheme as a tribe of Wakanda defeated. Otherwise, the mastermind gains the throne's favor. Shuffle this twist back into the villain deck. Then play a card from the villain deck. Special rules. Whenever you fight the mastermind, you gain the throne's favor. Evil wins when the 5 tribes of Wakanda have been defeated. So that's a really cool one. And I think it's going to be pretty fun, honestly. For the henchmen, I just decided to go with Sapien League just because when am I going to use Sapien League? And there wasn't anything else that really fit. Then as a rule on Legendary MCU, our bystander is going to be Stan Lee. Being a solo game, we're only using 3 heroes. I'm going to save Shuri for another video in the future. And today we're going to be using Illuminati Black Panther. Because of that, we're going to use sidekicks. Then we also have, thanks to Legendary Black Panther, King Black Panther, and General Okoye. Honestly, to play some of the other stuff in that, we might have to go with comic book based games or just a random game. That'll be fun in the future. And to really add diversity, this is my Sidekick Stack, which is pretty big, but it includes everything that's ever been released for Legendary, which honestly means there's some cool stuff here, and then like a bunch of copies of just Sidekick and new recruits, which are some of the most basic ones you can get. Like +1 attack, draw 1, the other ones draw 2, but they both get put back into the stack. I'll set it off to the side, and then that'll just become another option for purchases. The opening HQ, lead the Dora Milaje Okoye, Sovereign Bodyguard Okoye, Stalk the Urban Jungle Black Panther, Vibranium Claws Black Panther, and To My Last Breath Okoye. I seem to be going a very specific way with this, but let's see if we can still make it with this, because these are all pretty high. The lowest here being a 3, although we do have sidekicks to augment our hands and our decks. So hopefully we won't have to, rely on them all that much, but we'll see. So first off, we have a Master Strike, which is not great. Master Strike. Each player must reveal 4 different hero classes or gain 1 of the wounds on Killmonger. Any player who can't do either must discard down to 4 cards. So right away that just hurts me, because now I have to discard an agent and a trooper, meaning a second ago I could buy even this, and now I cannot. I only have 4 shield agents, and you know what? I think with that 4, I'm going to get lead the Dora Milaje Okoye with all that 4, because once I am able to get either Vibranium Claws or To My Last Breath, and I recruit them after having played that card, they'll have an ambush effect when I recruit them. The White Gorilla Cult. Now that is a location card with 6 attack. Whenever you fight a villain here, each other player reveals their hand and discards a tech card. Now this is going to be a single player game, so I'm going to say I have to do that. So if I'm going to fight someone there, I have to also do that, or I just defeat them. And locations do not move, so it'll stay there until I destroy it or otherwise. So 3 and 3. So this 3 is actually not all that useful right now, and I could buy that, but then I don't get the ambush effect. I could get one of her, but later on it just isn't as useful, you know? So I think this might not be the best choice, but I'm gonna get Sidekick, and what do you know, we got Sidekick. Funny thing, that's Bucky, so it kind of fits because he ended up living in Wakanda for a certain time. So you know what? Why not? Now another thing I have to be very careful of is the fact that since this is a smaller villain deck, the chances of me getting a scheme twist are so much higher. Killmonger, either he, per the scheme, if he has the Throne's favor, he just destroys a tribe of Wakanda. But if he doesn't, he gains the favor, then the scheme twist shuffles back into the deck, then you play another card. So it's gonna run really, really quick. So we really have to get something started and beat this mastermind. Okay, so this hand may or may not be able to do that. Okay, so we have Prey, Ambush. Each player reveals a instinct hero or gains a wound that was on the mastermind or a villain. There's currently none, so we don't have to worry about that. Gonna go ahead and use my good old Sidekick Bucky to draw 2, and then he goes back to the bottom of the deck. See here, that was an okay hand, I suppose. Now because he's in the White Gorilla Cult location, I'd have to discard a tech card in order to fight him. I don't have any, so these 3 attack won't be doing me any good. Otherwise, I do have 4 agents. While I did want to just hold off on getting anyone with an ambush, I'm gonna go ahead and get To My Last Breath. You know, I think that's probably the better of the 2 to get, because when I ambush him, I get +2 attack. So that would be pretty cool. The other cool thing is that both the Black Panther hero groups, they are distinct and different, and actually I was pointing to the same guys. These 2 are different because that's Black Panther and that is King Black Panther, 2 different groups. However, if we were playing like a Hulk Rampage type effect, it would count as the same character, but it's not the same hero group. It can be a little confusing, but if we run into that in the future, we'll explain it. So we have a scheme twist. He did not have the favor, which we'll represent by this little crystal. He'll get the favor. This shuffles back, and we play another card from the deck. And again, because we're running only 3 henchmen, the chances of just drawing into this scheme again and, you know, getting that much closer to losing is significantly higher. Significantly higher, and we just did. So the twist goes right next to it. So we have 1 tribe of Wakanda has been defeated. So that is not good. And he spends it to do so. And now it's my turn. I'll start with lead the Dora Milaje to gain a shield officer. I have 2 attack, 3, which again doesn't do much, but I have played a yellow card and a green card. So I'll use these 4 to get Vibranium Claws. And because I've played a yellow before, I get his ambush effect, which is instinct ambush +2 attack. So I had 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. And I will use it to fight Killmonger once. I gain Throne's favor whenever you fight him. And I take his 5 attack down to 4, and I give him a wound. Then in addition, whenever you fight him, you gain 1 star, which doesn't do me any good because I already used up all my stars, but that is fine. And so basically you have to fight Killmonger. Let's see, you have to pay 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So that's actually quite a bit. So 4, 5, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 3. You have to pay about 15 attack to fight him, which actually makes him pretty tough. I mean, you can do it over the course of several rounds, which makes it a little easier, but you know, there's ways for them to get that stuff back and, you know, kind of screw yourself over or hurt the player, as it were. Okay, so we got Malice, Ambush, return a wound from the Mastermind and each villain to the wound stack. So that, like I just said, it just undid the work that we just did and puts it back. However, now Prey is no longer kind of being protected by that white gorilla cult, which means I'm only holding 5 cards, which means I can do some other stuff. Let's see. First, I will play Lead the Dora Mirage to gain a officer. So I have 2 attack, 2, 3 attack, and I will use my 3 attack to attack Prey to wound him, and in wounding him, his attack goes down from 3 to 2 attack, and when I do that, I draw 1 card. Next, I'll play To My Last Breath. General Okoye has 2 attack, and I will use the instinct ability, draw a card plus 1 attack, so now I have 3, and if I do, I gain a wound. Not great, but there's a plan. Now with my 3, I'll use 2 of them to wound him again. So now he's down to 1, and so am I. And I also get to draw a card. And well, I drew one of these, so I actually can. I have 1. I'll spend the 1 I have left to fight him one last time, to make him gain another wound, so he's at 0, and I get to draw a card. And now he's at 0, and I can just defeat him. So I get that. The wounds return to the stack. He is defeated. And I'll play out the rest of my turn with Vibranium Claws, and because I played a yellow card before, gain the Thorn's Favor, but I already had it, so I can spend it to get plus 2 attack. So I'm at 4 attack, 5 attack. So I'm going to go ahead and fight Killmonger once, and when I fight him, with the special rules of Seize the Wakandan Throne, I gain the favor back. He gets a wound, and his attack goes down to 4. Now, there's not too much else I can do with that. However, when I, wound him, I gain 1 recruitment point. Then I also have 4 agents and an officer. So that brings me up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruitment points. I'm going to go ahead and get Sovereign Bodyguard Okoye. And Unseen Protector. Yeah, Unseen Protector, King Black Panther. And he has an ambush effect. If I played a Black Panther team card, which I have, Rescue a Bystander. Rescue a Bystander. So damage control. So let's refill that. Unseen Protector again. Unseen Protector. Damage control. When you rescue this bystander, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put any that cost 2 or less into your hand. And they do. They both do. That costs 2 or less into your hand. Put the rest back in any order. So I have 2 more recruitment points. So 2. Gain the top Sidekick. It's a Sidekick. So that was a pretty decent turn. I did enough. I'm going to have to make some more big plays, though. I think Heart-Shaped Herb might be a good one. Stalk the urban jungle. Whenever you defeat a villain on the rooftop or streets this turn, you may KO one of the cards in your discard pile. That's going to be good for getting rid of some of the base cards once they're no longer useful. Honestly, even ones that only give you recruitment points, because later on you won't really be recruiting as much once you get kind of a custom deck going. Okay, Scheme Twist. He does not have the favor, although he gained the favor. And now we shuffle and then draw one card. See what is on the top of the villain deck. Master Strike. I have to reveal 4 different colors, which I cannot. So I have to discard down to 4. I have to think, like, am I actually going to attack? I'll discard 2 shield agents because it's clear to me that I am not going to be able to buy anything. Actually, I guess I could. But most of the stuff here is a little expensive. Otherwise, I have free reign over what I want to do, including Sidekick. Bucky lets me draw 2 cards, but now he goes back to the stack. Hopefully I'll get lucky and draw more of him, or anything else, really. The sidekicks are pretty neat. Okay, so first I'm going to play Lead the Door Mirage. Get one of these. Then I have 2 attack. I wish I already hit the Thurn's favor, but what can you do? Go ahead and play Vibranium Claws. So I'll go ahead and gain the favor. I didn't have it before, so I can't spend it to get more attack. Too bad. So that's 4, 5, 6, and 7 attack. Okay, with my 7 attack, I will use 4 of my 7, leaving me with 3, to fight Killmonger, to wound him once again. So now he's at 3 attack. And I have 1 recruitment point. Then I'll use the rest of my 3 to attack him one last time. Wounding him, leaving him with 2. And then I get another recruitment point, so I'm at 2. And I think I'm going to get Unseen Protector. And that costs 2 and has an ambush effect, because I did play Black Panther cards. To get a bystander. Alligator Trapper. When you rescue this bystander, patrol the sewers. If it is empty, and it is not, I would get extra stars. I don't. But let's see what we can do. If we can get 3 attack points, we can take down Killmonger once. Let's see what we got. Baron Cabre. Ambush. A villain in your victory pile enters the city. Wound that. Oh, that's not good. So Prey comes back. Wound that villain. So he's wounded. So he goes from 3 to 2. Then wound Baron Macabre a number of times equal to that villain's VP, which is 2. So I wound you twice. So you're down to 2. And well, there's plenty of people to fight now. Oh, that's great. Let's see. Well, my hand didn't get hurt, so that's really good. Ooh, okay. So I have the Thurn's favor. So first I'm going to play Unseen Protector. So I have 1 star. 1 star, then I may give up the favor to get plus 2 stars. That leaves me at 3. Then I'll play To My Last Breath because that thing is yellow. I can draw a card, get plus 1 attack, and gain a wound. So attack will be 3. And now I have to gain a wound. So I would gain a wound. However, I have Sovereign Bodyguard, General Okoye. Once per turn, when a player gains a wound, you may reveal this card to return to the stack. Draw a card and wound a villain. And I guess I'll go ahead and wound Malice. That's probably a good idea. Start wounding her. So everyone's wounded a bit. True, one of the wounds I got earlier because I kind of didn't realize this is when you gain the wound, so I shouldn't have done that earlier. But there might be a way to get rid of that later. So I have 3/3. So I have my Sovereign Bodyguard, which just gives me another 3, and Trooper, another 1, so that brings me up to 7. 7 attack, and 3 shield agents, which brings me up to 6 recruitment points. Have I played a red? I have played a red with the Unseen Protector, so I could get this. Or I could get this. No, I'll go ahead, spend all my stars to get that. Then, oh, this wound doesn't really do me any good. I will spend 2 of my attack to wound Killmonger. So I get 1 star. And because of the scheme, I get the favor. Now I'll spend 1 more, so 5 becomes 4 to wound him once again. So he's down to 0. I'm at 2. I already have the favor, so it doesn't really do much. But now I can defeat him once and return all the wounds to the stack. Let's see, what are Mastermind Tactic Right of Challenge? Each player with no Killmonger tactics in their victory pile gains a wound that was on Killmonger. You have the tactics, so you do not gain a wound. So this is just nothing because he's mine. Pretty good. So we'll put Killmonger back and he resets to 0. It's too bad. And we only have 4 attacks, so we can't do it again. Although I will spend 2 of my... No. Oh yeah, I could just kill Baron Macabre. Or I can spend 3 on Malice. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend 3 on Malice, so I go down to 1 to wound Malice. And when you wound her, you gain a bystander. So, well, okay. This is Magma from the New Mutants. When you rescue it, you gain it as a hero. 0 attack, choose 1, draw a card, or +2 attack. Cool, I just gained a hero. That's pretty neat, actually. But that did not solve any of my other troubles. Because now with only 1 attack, I can't fight anyone. I think I'll just have to end my turn there. Well, wait, I have 2 stars. I guess I could... I'll get a sidekick. Ooh. Lockjaw. He has phasing, or just 2 attack. Phasing means without looking, I can just swap him with whatever this top card of my deck is. Could be useful, though, unless I know what's coming up. I've never found it to be all that enticing to use phasing. The first major character that I remember having it was Vision. One of Wanda's kids has it too. Not Speed, the other one. Wiccan. Wiccan has it too, I believe. Master Strike. Can I actually do something about this? I cannot. Since he has no wounds, can't divvy up any wounds, can't show 4 different hero classes, so I have to discard down to 4 cards. Keep. Don't keep. Discard 2 shield agents. And that's the 3rd one. Wow, we're already going through them. Well, I have 2, 4, 6, 7 recruitment points because I threw into 3 Marias, all of which I got off of just the effect of gain an officer. I don't think I've actually purchased one. So with all these points, not as much as you would think, but I can just get these 2, which, you know, that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and get Stalk the Urban Jungle again because he's just powerful. 4 attack. Okay, now I won't have the choice of getting one of those again because now I just have all the new stuff, which I like, but I'd rather... Pretty sure I have favor, which I do enjoy. I will say that I do very much enjoy this new stuff. I just would rather have played something to get the ambush effect. I love getting the ambush effect because it just feels like an extra little thing you get. Scheme Twist, so he gets the favor. Shuffle it back. And because the deck size is infinitely smaller than it was before, the higher chances, or there are higher chance, of drawing into one of the other 5 Scheme Twists that are left in the deck. So you cannot dawdle in this game. So if I can hopefully get rid of that wound, and hopefully get rid of some of those base cards that aren't as good, and probably fill up the deck with Vibranium Claws, Heart-Shaped Herb, those are some good ones, Maybe one more to last breath. I don't know. I'm probably done getting Unseen Protector. I think I probably don't need so many recruity boys. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got a Master Strike. And I cannot show you 4 different colors. I could show you 3. Blue, red, and yellow, but missing one. So I have to discard down to 4 cards again. Which that's the 4th one, so there's one left in there. Yeah, I'll do that. Discard an agent and a trooper. Then I will spend 2 attack. Or sorry, I'm going to play 2 troopers, gaining 2 attack. Use the 2 attack to fight Malice once, leaving her with 1, wounding her. And then having wounded her, I rescue a bystander. Ooh, this one is Mirage, who is another new mutant. 1 star, when you rescue this bystander, gain as a hero, draw a card. I mean, at least it replaces itself. So far, it looks like the new mutants have effects that are kind of like that involve either drawing a card or gaining attack or recruit. Yeah, it's interesting. So now I have nothing. Speaking of which, I'm going to play Magma, and I can draw a card or get +2 attack. I could go for the attack Malice again, get another bystander, and hope it's something. Or I can draw a card. I think I'm going to go for the card draw. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. Okay, so now I'm going to play Unseen Protector, which gives me 1 recruity boy. And I gain the Throne's favor. Since I didn't already have it, I don't get the additional effect. However, I do have Vibranium Claws, which, since I played a yellow card prior, I can spend the favor to get +2. So 2 + 2, I have 4 attack. Now we have more. Just 1 shy of Killmonger. Yeah, I'll spend 1 of my 4 to wound Malice once again, bringing her down to 0. Having done so, I get a bystander, which is the forklift driver. When you rescue this bystander, put any number of heroes from the HQ to the bottom of the deck. Oh, I don't need that, and I don't think I want that. So replace them, heart-shaped herb, and stocked urban jungle. Well, it's very offensive right now. A lot of attack power. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of recruiting power, so maybe I spoke too soon on not needing to get more. And then she just is defeated. Okay, so that's cool. I have 3 left. I can't do that, but I guess I can just beat Baron Macabre. Because he is wounded, but he doesn't have the effect of needing to be wounded to 0. So he's just like a normal dude. Okay, so that's cool. That resolved all that. I have like 1 star, which isn't enough for anything. So, decent turn, could have been better. So what we got? Oh, it's a scheme twist. I wish it would have just ended at he gains the favor. Or at least to shuffle it. If like, okay. So shuffling it back into the villain deck is one thing. Like, okay, fine, he gains a favor. The next time he can do it. But the fact that it automatically lets him get another card means you can just draw into the one you just shuffled in. Next card. Oh, wow, okay. The Sapien League. Also, Prey is pushed out to the bank, meaning we can fight him. Okay, I'm going to do something this turn. Unseen Protector, Black Panther. Sorry, King Black Panther. So I can gain the Throne's favor and get 1 recruitment point. So that's red and yellow. Then I'll play To My Last Breath, giving me 2 attack, but because I played a yellow before, I can draw a card, get +1, so I'm at 3, and I gain a wound. You know, I think I keep playing this wrong. I think I need more. I keep not thinking ahead, because I'm like, oh, this can do this, but I need to make the requirement first. And I don't think that I do. I'm gonna go ahead and phase Lockjaw with whatever the top card of my deck is, and that was less useful. Lead the Dora Mirage. I'll go ahead and gain an officer. I think that's the last one I'll get. I think I have plenty now. And I haven't even KO'd any heroes, so there's too much here. That did give me 2 more attack. Yeah, so I'm at 5. Shield Trooper, 6. And then 2 agents. So that puts me at 3 recruitment points. Do I have anything that's a favor? No. Well, I can spend 2 and get the Lockjaw back. I don't know if that might be worth it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use 5 of my 6. So I'm at 1 left to wound Killmonger. So he's down to 4 attack. I gain 1 recruitment point, so now I'm at 4. Then I will use my 4 to get Vibranium Claws. And he does have an ambush effect because I played a Black Panther card prior, plus 2 attack, so I'm back to 3. Ooh, the rare, so that's good. And you may KO a shield or wound from your hand or discard pile to get plus 2. That's actually really good. We need to get that really soon because I have this. Yeah, that's great. But with my 3, spend 2. Screw it, let's try it. I'll spend 2 of my 3 to wound prey once more. So now he's down to 1. Having done so, I get to draw 1 card, which is the Lockjaw that I phased. Then I'll spend my last 1 to wound prey 1 last time, leaving up 0, but I get to draw a card. Ooh. And now he's just KO'd, because now he's down to 0. I think that's the second time I've beaten him, but beating him is really advantageous. Okay, so I have 2 cards in my hand. I already spent all my recruitment points, so I have the favor. I don't have anything that uses the favor though. I will use Stalk the Urban Jungle, Black Panther. Just gives me 4 attack right now. It has to do with the streets and rooftops. No one's even there. We don't have nearly enough villains to even do that. But I will spend all of it to wound Killmonger once again. So he's at 3. Now I have Lockjaw in my hand. 1 recruitment point. So I guess what I'll do is I'll phase him with whatever this is, which is 1 recruitment point. So now I'm back to 2. And I think I'll get... Oh, Lockheed. 1 sidekick, 2 attack, and if you played blue before, plus 1 attack, then you return him to the stack. Okay, so that was an interesting turn. It could have possibly... It could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. I'm hoping next turn, or sequent turn, to get the direct Agents of Wakanda. That's going to be a really good get, because not only is it strong, I can start getting rid of wounds and base cards that are no longer any good. So like that would just be straight up great. Great for me. And I need to start getting everything together real quick so that we don't lose per the scheme. Ooh. Another Sapien League pushes the first one out. Well, not actually a whole bunch, but I'm going to go ahead and phase him again. I don't know that that helped me. That only added more attack. It didn't add enough. I don't have enough recruitment points. Or do I? So I have Shield Officer, Maria Hill, Shield Agent, and Agent. So that gives me 4 recruitment points. I'm going to play Sovereign Bodyguard Okoye. So that'll give me 3 attack. Then I'll play Lead the Dora Mirage, and I get +2, so that brings me up to 5. Shield Trooper 2/6. Then I'll pay 3 to bring me down to 3, to wound Killmonger once, bring him down to 2 attack, go up to 5 recruitment. I'll spend 2 of my 3, leaving me at 1 attack, to wound him once again, leaving him at 1, and my recruitment to 6. Then I'll spend my last 1 to wound him 1 last time, and I defeat him. I go up to 7 recruitment points, which is enough for her. So in a moment we'll be doing that, but let's see what mastermind tactic we just got. Row from the waterfall. Draw 2 cards, then each other player discards 1. I'm gonna go ahead and say each other player is me, so I'm gonna go ahead and discard that. Well, I gain another tactic. We're halfway there. The wounds don't just go away. They get put back and weren't dispersed back onto me, my person, which is really cool. I'll go ahead and spend 7 recruitment points to get the direct agents of Wakanda, which is really rad. Then I will phase Lockjaw again. Oh, wow, cool. Stalk the urban jungle. So now I'm back up to 4 attack. Not enough to wound Killmonger, but I can use it to fight a Sapien League. KO one of your heroes, so I'll KO an agent. KO one of your heroes. Then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Sapien or a henchman, then you would play it. It is not a henchman, and also good to know, it is not a twist, which is also really good to know. I feel things are changing. Not great. Ooh, okay, so we have Malice once again. Return a wound from the mastermind and from each villain to the wound stack. However, you know, we just beat him, so there wasn't any anyway, and he never had any. So we don't have to worry about that. So right now, I think I want to get one of those. Maybe one of those. Those are just strong, you know. All these are pretty good, honestly. Stalk the urban jungle, so 4 attack. Shield Trooper, that brings me up to 5. I'll spend all the 5 to wound Killmonger once, bringing him down to 4, and giving me 1 recruitment point for my trouble. The Throne's favor. Go ahead and play Unseen Protector. 1. So I'm down to, or I'm up to 2. Then if I have the favor, I'll spend it to get an additional 2 stars. So now I'm at 4 stars. I'm going to play Magma. Magma lets me choose either attacking or additional attack to attack or draw a card. I think right now I'll go with the attack. So I have 2 attack. I'm going to miss you, but I'm going to play Lockjaw and get his 2 attack. He was fun. He was fun because we just kept, you know, phasing him back and forth. So with that 4 attack, I'll wound Killmonger again. So now he's down to 3. 4, 3, yeah. And we gained a recruitment. And then I have a shield agent. Oh, I also got the favor. Cool. Then I will use it. Did I play red? I did play red, so. Heart-shaped herb. Spend 5, so 1 recruitment point left. His ambush effect, look at the top card of your deck, draw it or KO it. I'll KO it. I mean, at this point, I want to get rid of base cards, so 1 less is, you know, is not going to kill me. Although I wish it had been a recruiting one. You know, that would have been cooler if it was a shield agent. Or a wound. That would have been even better if it was a wound. I say that because I just drew into one. Let's see what we have. Master Strike. So if I can show 4 different types, which I cannot, because there is too much overlap with, I can show 3, because I have red, yellow, tech, that's another red. If I had blue, I could, but I think that means I gain, well, I have to gain the wound. I gain 1 wound unless I can't do anything about that. So he goes back to 4. I have another wound there, which isn't good. Unseen Protector. So 1 recruitment point. Gain the favor. If you already had it, you may spend it to get 2. I'm not going to spend it. Oh, Mirage is just draw 1 and 1 star, so we're at 2. Vibranium Claws, I'll spend my favor. So I get 2 plus another 2, which gives me 4. 4 attack. And I'll go ahead and use it to hit Killmonger to bring him down to 3. Can't fight him anymore, but I did get another recruitment point, additional officer, and 2 more agents, so 4 more. I'm at 7, then a wound. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and get another heart-shaped herb. So that 7 minus 5 equals 2. So what was a card? A wound. I will KO it. Thank you, heart-shaped herb. Places that. And I'm going to use my last 2 to get a sidekick. New recruits. It does 1 attack and you draw 1 card. It returns. It replaces itself, basically. So, like, not bad. You know, you just get free plus 1 attack. Ooh, another Venom. Another villain. His name is Venom. Ambush. Wound Venom. Each player may discard a card to wound Venom again. So he gets 1. He's at 9, so that's probably why they gave us the ability to do that. Well, he's at 8. And I'm going to choose not to do that. Yeah, realistically, I'm not going to do that right now. I might regret that later. I might. Well, he just has 8 attack. Like, it's not like he has the her effect where she has to go down to 0. He just is strong. No, yeah, I think I'm just going to let that go. To my last breath. 2 attack. Ooh, yeah. Lockheed. Plus 2. Gives me down to 4, or up to 4, and then he goes back to the stack. You'll be missed. I'll spend 3 to wound Killmonger. So now he's at 2, and I'm at 1 recruitment point. I have an additional 2 guys, 2 shield agents, bringing it up to 3. Oh, and I do gain the favor having fought him. Shield Trooper brings me up to 2 attack. What do you know? I'll use my 2 to wound him once again. So he's at 1. And my recruitment went up by 1. I'm at 4. Then I'll play Vibranium Claws. I get 2 attack. Spend the favor to get 4. I'll spend 1. So I'll have 3 attack left. Get Killmonger once again. I don't really have to do that. My recruit goes up to 5, and I get a tactic. Return these to the stack, and let's see the tactic that we got. Altar of Resurrection. The player on your left chooses a non-henchman villain in their victory pile and enters the city with a wound on it. Then the player on the right does the same. In solo, you do both. So I need to put 2 villains back there. It's going to be Prey. And yeah, I guess Malice. Okay, so everything moves along quite a bit. So Prey comes in. Well, Prey goes here and then someone pushes them. So we're going to do it that way. Puts a wound on them. Prey comes in with a wound. So it has... running out of die. 1 wound, leaving it at 2. And Malice comes in. Ambush, yellow. I don't remember if I did that last time. I might not have. I might have forgotten. Did I forget? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Malice comes in. Return a wound from the mastermind and from each villain to the wound stack. Probably shouldn't have done that in that order. Because now he's not wounded. And now he's not wounded. I mean, with Prey, it's almost preferential. Because then I can keep hitting him to draw cards. I think that's it. Okay, so I'm not done because I still have plenty of recruitment and attack. I'll spend 3 attack to fight the Sapien League to KO an agent. And let's see what the top card of the deck is. It's Stanley. It's not a henchman, so it doesn't get played. And now I know what comes up next turn. And then I still have my 5. Recruitment points. Could get him, but that doesn't really do much for me. I guess I'll get Okoye. Lead the Dora Milaje. Yeah, that's fine. Cat-like reflexes. Not all that good. I mean, it replaces itself, which is fine. But I feel like the time for recruitment cards and... Well, drawing's always good. But recruitment cards is kind of past. I don't know. See, this deck is too thick. We have to start cutting it down. Hopefully we get that rare. We bought one rare so far. Have not used it yet. I don't think. If we have, leave a comment in the comment section below. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm thinking about getting Stalk the Urban Jungle just because it's so strong. It's really good. Straight up 4 is almost enough to hit Killmonger by himself. And if you hit him once, then it definitely is. Okay, so the next one, of course, is Stan Lee, who is captured by Malice. So quite the stack up right there. But I do think that we can do some damage this turn. I'll play Stalk the Urban Jungle. That gives me 4 attack. Then I will play Shield Trooper. Brings me up to 5. I'll spend all of that 5 to hit Killmonger once. Bringing him down to 4 attack. And I get 1 recruitment point. Also, due to seize the Wakandan throne, I get the throne's favor. Next, I'll play Lead the Dora Milaje. I get 2 attack. And because I played a green before, instead of gaining a shield officer, I may KO a shield officer or wound from my hand or discard pile, such as this one, to get an additional 2 attack. So now I'm back up to 4. And what do you know? 4 is enough to spend to hit Killmonger again. Leaving him with 3. And bumps up my recruitment to 2. Next I'll play Vibranium Claws, which brings me back up to 2. I'll spend my favor, because I have played a yellow before, so I'm back to 4. I'll spend 3 of them to wound him once again, leaving Killmonger with 2. And gives me another recruit. 3. Agent brings me up to 4. Ooh, I can do something with this. Okay. Next, I'll recruit Vibranium Claws, who has an ambush effect of, if you played a instinct card before, which I have, plus 2 attack, bringing me back up to 3, which I'll spend 2 of them, giving me down to 1, to wound Killmonger once again. Bringing my recruit back to 1, and since he's been wounded again, he is down to 1 attack, and I could end it here. I have the ability to end it here, but I don't think I will. I think I want to get Stan Lee back. I think that's going to be the goal. So I'll just end my turn there. Hopefully, won't regret that. Ah, M'Baku. M'Baku gets plus 3 attack while there's a cult location in the city, which there is. Fight. Each player reveals their hand and discards a attack card. Escape Tim effect. And to even fight him, I have to discard 1, so I would have to discard 2 and make 8 attack. Telling you this much, it's not happening this turn. Again, I could just end it right here, but I think I want to get Stan Lee. Okay, first I'm going to play New Recruits. Draw a card, 1 attack. Put that back. Unseen Protector. Gain the favor. 1 recruitment. But it's red, so that when I play the heart-shaped herb, I gain the favor, but if I already had it, I may spend it to look at the top card of my deck, draw it, or KO it. Yeah, I'll draw it, because it's just a draw card. So I could draw 1, go up to 2 recruitment. I'll play Sovereign Bodyguard. Sovereign Bodyguard gives me 4, so I'm at, or sorry, it gives me 3, so I'm at 4 attack. And I spent the favor, but I'll play Lead the Dora Milaje. And because I played green before, I can KO a wound from my hand to get an additional 2. So that gives me 4, so I'm at 8. Lost count somewhere there. Yeah. There was 1 from the new recruits. It's 1 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 attack. And then agent and officer, so 3, 5 recruitment. I will spend 4 of my 11, so that brings me down to 7. To wound Malice, so she's down to 3. Having done that, I get to rescue a bystander. Lawyer. When you rescue this bystander, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw each of them that has at least 10 words of rules text. Okay, so these don't. Then you put them back in whatever order. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Unseen Protector I do get. And the rest go back. Thank you, Lawyer. If I get that, I'll do it again. I'll spend 3 of my 7, leaving me with 4 to wound her again. She's down to 2, and I get Fortune Teller. When you rescue the bystander, guess 0 or not 0. Reveal the top card of your deck and check its cost. If you guess right, draw it. 0, which it is, so I draw it. I'll spend 2 of the 4, leaving me with 2 left to wound her again, leaving me with, or her with 1. And that's another bystander. Banker. When you rescue this bystander, you get +2 stars, usable only to get someone under the bank, which is this guy. I don't know if I want that though. It would cost me 1, but like, do I want to do that? Probably not. I don't know. Go ahead and play Unseen Protector. So that gives me another recruitment and the Throne's Favor. I could spend it to get more, but I'd rather not. Shield Trooper, 1 more, brings me up to 3 attack. Spend 1, bring me down to 2 to wound Malice again for that last one. So I can go ahead and KO her. Put the wounds back. I get a bystander who is Warlock, so I gain him as a hero. What do you know? Another draw ability. And I get Stan Lee. When you rescue this bystander, say a hero name, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put one of those cards with that exact hero name into your hand, put the rest back in any order. So I'm going to say, well, I know one of them that's there. I'm going to go ahead and say Shield Officer. Yeah, I knew it was there. I'm going to put this wound on top. I'll use 5 of my 6 recruitment points to get Heart-Shaped Herb, and because I played a red card earlier, I get his ambush effect. Look at the top card of your deck, draw it or KO it. I'll KO it. And again, I could just win right here, but I think the next thing I want to do is beat M'Baku. See if I can do that first. Scheme Twist, so he gets the favor. We're getting to the end of it. I think I just got really lucky that all these Scheme Twists seem to have gotten to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left. Guaranteed 5 of them are Scheme Twists. So only 2 non-Scheme Twists are even left. So maybe I should just go ahead and beat the game. Scheme Twist. So another tribe has been defeated. And I think I am going to go ahead and just beat him this turn because, yeah, I now realize that we're literally at the end of the game. Magma, draw 1. Not a good one. Not a good one. Okay, so that was fun. To my last breath, just get the +2 attack. Then direct Agents of Wakanda, General Okoye, because I played a Black Panther card before. It may KO a shield hero or wound from my hand or discard pile to get +2 attack, which I will with this shield officer. Did I not? Okay, I don't have any wounds. I was about to say I should probably have checked for that first, but so I get a total of 6. So that's 8 attack. That's 8 attack. Trooper, so that makes me 9 attack, and then 3 recruitment points. Can I do something fun with that? Let's see, if I pay 4, I could hit Prey. If I hit Prey for 3, so that brings me down to 6. I wound Prey. I bring him down to 2. And I draw a card. It was pointless. It was a shield officer, so that brings me up to 5. I pay 2 of the 6, so it brings me down to 4. Bring him down to 1. Drawing a card. Again, it's an agent. 6 recruit. Does anyone have a good ambush? Oh, I have played yellow, so I guess I could actually get one of these and ambush to draw a card. Yeah, why not? I'll get it to my last breath, which lets me draw a card. The king! Too bad I can't use him because we're pretty much out of time. Did anything give me Throne's favor? No. No, nothing did. Okay. Spend one more. 4, so leaves me with 3. Wound him again. That'll take him out. Get to draw 1 card. With that 1 card, I have Stalk the Urban Jungle, which gives me 4 more attacks, so it brings me back to 7. Then I'll play Vibranium Claws. I don't have the favor, so I can't spend it. So I'm only up to 9. I could just fight him, but then I would be out of attack. Actually, I'll spend 3 of my recruitment points, bringing me down to 2 to get to my last breath. Koei. So lets me draw 1 card. Oh, but I did gain Throne's favor. I didn't get to spend it, but I gained it. Heart-shaped herb. And because I played... Did I play red before? Yeah, I did play red before. Because I played red before, I can spin it to look at the top card of my deck, draw it, or KO it. This is the last play. There's no reason this had to go on this long. I just wanted to get us some more points, because I know what the point count's going to be pretty low. I'm like, oh, I can get M'Baku, but then didn't realize that the villain deck was so low that almost only Scheme Twists are left. Okay, so we have another Stalk the Urban Jungle, which I'm not going to KO. I'll draw it, play it. So that's another 4, so it's up to 16. I don't think this has 16. 16 attack. Okay, so I'll pay 4, so it'll bring me down to 12. To wound Malice. Having wounded Malice, she is down to 3. And I get a bystander, who is the photographer, who is worth 1 victory point for each hero you have that costs 7 or more among your cards at the end of the game. So rares, I have like 1 rare, so that's not going to be all that much. But I will pay 3 more. Wound her again, bringing her down to 2, but gives me another bystander. Paramedic. When you rescue this bystander, you can KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. Well, I don't have either, and I don't even have a wound, so that's just worth 1 point. I'll spend 2, bring me down to 7. To wound her once again, bring her down to 1, and I get a bystander who is Jane Foster. When you rescue this bystander, you may KO a hero, one of your heroes, or a hero from your discard pile. Oh, KO a shield agent, I guess. That was actually a lot more useful. But depending when you do it in the game, you know. I'll pay 1 of the 7 to go down to 6. To wound her 1 last time, take her out, and get another bystander. The Private Investigator. When you rescue this bystander, choose stars or attack investigate for a card of that icon. So I'm going to say attack. Look at the top 2 cards and hit this one to my last breath, and I'll just hit Killmonger. Wound him 1 last time, and he has 4. He goes down to 0. He's gone. The final mastermind tactic, and it was a scar for every kill. You get +1 star for each non-henchman villain in your victory pile, which, unlike the DC deck building game, getting more of these don't actually add to your score at the end, so I'm not going to bother. Actually, the game's over, so I don't even get to bother. Black Panther and Okoye were able to stop Killmonger from seizing the Wakandan throne. I think I mostly just got lucky that a lot of those scheme twists kind of ended up at the bottom of the decks. I mean, to be fair, I did not even fight M'Baku. He was way too strong, and his effect made it so it would have been really hard to fight him. And the fact that he was in the White Gorilla Cult location also made it prohibitively expensive to do. So I just didn't. Otherwise, I actually would have liked to have beaten him and defeated him. Because he's worth... Oh man, they're both worth 4. Oh man, that's really good. Let's count out the points. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I only have 1 card that has 7 cost or more. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 plus 12 equals 33 victory points. We made 33 victory points this time Well guys, that's it for Legendary MCU Black Panther. What was your favorite part of the game? Be sure to leave your favorite moment in the comment section below, time-stamped with your Twitter handle if you want a chance to win your own copy of Legendary Black Panther. If you guys want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below, like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now guys. Manjoume out.